Alright, we're back with another Garage Workshop video, and today we are going to be upgrading my wife's bike with a brand new air shock. So before we get started, if you guys could click that little icon down in the lower right hand corner of your screen there and subscribe to the channel. We just passed 330 subscribers and we're on our way to 1,000. And don't forget, if you're one of my first 1,000 subscribers, you got a chance to win my GoPro. Let's get started on this upgrade. So last summer, my wife decided to finally upgrade her 2010 Cannondale Hardtail to this 2019 Norco Storm that we've put some serious miles on. It came with a pretty decent spec on it already out of the box, but one thing we were a little unimpressed with is the fork. It's an SR Suntour coil fork, so a really low-end sort of fork. So I managed to find a RockShox Reba for my wife to replace this fork. And this is sort of a unicorn of forks. It has a straight 1 1/8 steer tube. It's the 100 millimeters travel, and it's got the 9 millimeter quick release dropouts on it. It also has a remote lockout, so that's pretty cool too. I also ordered a sticker kit from Slick Graphics in Sweden to replace the chewed up sort of stickers that were on it, and we're going to go with a stealthy black and gray. It's going to completely black out all the graphics on it. So let's get started and let's get the graphics removed. Alright, so we got the old graphics off there. Pardon the use of the X-Acto knife, but it was the easiest way to get them off. So now we're left with just a black. Now we're left with just black lowers. And yeah, I could clean off the sticker goo and stuff like that and the outline and sort of shave that down, but I'm going to use that outline so that I know where the new stickers go. So, let's see. We got these new stickers from Slick Graphics in Sweden, completely blacked out with the black and the charcoal. It's going to look really, really nice on this fork, and it's going to match the bike really, really well. The other fork that's on there, the Suntour fork, is also blacked out, so it looks really slick, but it's still just, it still leaves a lot to be desired for functionality. So let's wipe down this fork and get these graphics on. So the new graphics are all on. They're looking pretty slick, nice and stealthy. I'm loving this. Before I get any comments on it, yes, there's a couple little cosmetic issues with the fork. Nothing that's really going to affect performance. This was picked up secondhand. It was nearly impossible to find one of these new for a reasonable price. Now the fun part. Let's get this fork off and this one off. Right, first things first, let's get the old wheel off. Or the wheel off, not the old wheel. We're not replacing a wheel. Are we?
No.
Are we replacing a wheel today? No. Brake caliper off. Get the retaining clip from the hose off. Onto the stem. I hate how it's a 5 mil for the top cap and a 4 mil for the stem bolts. Absolutely hate that. Alright, let's compare. This gives me a chance. This is the old Suntour fork. This is the new RockShox fork. This is unbelievably heavier than this. Cannot believe it. It's making a massive difference almost instantaneously. Very excited. Forgot to hit record, but we just moved the race onto the new fork from the old one. Let's install this thing. So, small problem. Steer tube, it looks like it's maybe 5 millimeters too long on this new fork. Luckily, I got a solution. I got a bunch of these FSA polycarbonate spacers for the gravel bike build. I'll have to sacrifice one for this bike. So that was a bit more of a pain in the ass than I anticipated. I couldn't get that little split washer in the headset to sit right. And it turns out I had to add a second spacer on the top of the head cap, on top of the stem here, underneath the top cap, to get it to preload properly on the bearings. So now there's no wiggle in the stem, there's no wiggle in the steer tube, it's sitting right. Now we just got to torque down the stem bolts and get the wheel and everything back on, and we'll be ready to rock. So that install was pretty successful. A few minor hiccups along the way with the headset. It's been a while since I've done a fork swap. Last one I would have done would have been on my old dad bike, the old 26-inch Rocky Mountain Flare I had. But overall, pretty successful. I'm very happy with this new fork on here for my wife. It's very light. It's already made a huge difference in the front end. The remote lockout is on. I've never had a remote lockout before, so it took me a minute or two to figure it out and get the cable snugged up, but it works like a treat. Only thing really left to do now is to get it set up for my wife and her body weight. So where this is a birthday gift for her, we will fast forward to her birthday on Friday and see her reaction to this and get it all set up and see what she thinks about it after her first ride. All right, so now it's Friday. It is Ashley's birthday and we're going to reveal her new fork. She's just in there getting ready. We're getting ready to finish up some of the landscaping here. See what you think. It's okay. It's a happy birthday. Okay, you can open your eyes now.
A new fork. Oh my god! I love it! I'm so excited! Whoa! Yeah!
Dad, can now tie my shoes.
What? Oh, I'm so excited.
It's locked out at the, or it's unlocked at the moment. You just hit this button and it locks out.
Oh.
That's locked.
Oh my god! Thank you, Psycho Dad.